under some stress and deadlines. I'm from Denayton, Hutton, Ohio, and everybody from there grows up and settles back down and lives there for the rest of their lives. And I didn't want to be that type of person to just grow up in a small town and stay there for the rest of my life. So that's why I left for college. I graduated from Indian Valley High School in 2013, and in that same year, I started at Walsh, and I plan to graduate in the spring of 2017. I've been working since I was 16, and some of my past jobs include being an ice cream server at an ice cream shop, and also I'm a Texas Roadhouse hostess. In my free time, I like to run. I ran in high school, and I really like to push myself harder. And then I like hanging out with my friends and my brother, and I really like 90s rock. My life changed on October 27th, 2012. It was in the middle of my senior year, and I was in a really, really bad car accident. I hydroplaned around a turn, I flipped, I hit a tree, and it struck me about 6 inches behind my seat, and I was diagnosed with a severe concussion. I lost most of my memory before the wreck, and I lost about 6 months after. I felt like I was watching a movie of somebody else living my life, and it was really difficult for me to handle. Up until this moment, I had been a really, really good student. I had good grades, and I was proud of what I had accomplished. And now I was falling behind and failing classes and failing tests, and I was really upset and frustrated with myself. I had a big calculus exam coming up a couple weeks after my wreck, and I went to my teacher and talked to him, and he was very real with me and said, if the reason you do not graduate with your good grades and are at the top of your class, it's going to be because of this car wreck. And I realized that that's how I was going to be remembered, as being in a very bad car accident. And I hated that. I had worked many years for being known as a hard worker and someone who was able to achieve everything they had worked for. So I sat myself down and realized I needed to work even harder than I had ever worked before. I pretty much faked it until I made it, and I acted like I knew what was going on, and I had absolutely no clue. But eventually, everything did come together. I did graduate with my good grades that I had worked for, and I was accepted here at Walsh. And I guess my moral of my story is that you don't have to be the person that is under a disability or under some circumstances that you didn't create, that you can create anything for yourself. You just have to work a little bit